So we left off last episode with all the welding done and the bushings in. We decided since the Chase Bay's power steering was not coming in, we were
deciding at this point to go with an OEM power steering, replace that, the pump reservoir and the lines, and keep moving through the project. So
we ordered a different handbrake, but at the time of ordering, we only had 3 days left before we needed to head back home. The goal with this car is to build a reliable car and then build this thing out. So that being said, all the weld and reinforcement pieces have been welded in, and the subframe assembly is put back in, and things are starting to come together. Josh is putting on the Wisefab camera arms, and these things look amazing. They're bright blue and just really stand out on the bottom of the car, along with obviously being functional. The diff is going back on, along with the brakes, rotors, and really everything in between.
The last piece was the actual nut was so tight it's not.
Then moving on to draining the diff and flushing the fluid.
So you probably don't need the pink,
yeah.
but that is currently my favorite wheel.
Why is that? What about it?
So I really like it because it's a low dish wheel, so that when it spins in your hand, there's just like a flat plane spinning through your hands. I love the way this profile feels. That's a personal thing. Fits my hand really well. George outside in the E36 has a Sparco.
Okay.
You want a round wheel for drifting.
Okay.
Because it's the wheel spinning so much.
Yeah.
It just, and then I can show you the wheel out of my E92 too. That's a circle track wheel. I don't recommend putting one of those in your car.
You don't like it?
So with the E92, the biggest thing was to try to be smooth.
Yeah.
And the bigger the wheel is, it slows down your twitchiness in the steering wheel.
Okay.
Because you're essentially you have more leverage for every move you make. It just kind of smooths things out. What do you think of that wheel?
I like it. I mean, it's really hard to say. I think it'd be hard to say without like trying a couple, obviously.
Yep.
But I think at least, if anything, too, you can always swap it out for something else later down the road.
Yep. And I might have a wheel I can let you borrow for a little bit.
Okay.
Like what we did with the OMP seats.
Yeah.
It was great that Wine Country had all those seats in stock.
Definitely.
Because you're like, hey, you know what? I see what you like about the OMP, but screw you. I like I like the Sparcos. So it's good. Because that's the cool thing about these cars is that they're all like extension of our personalities. So you can also look at this Sparco wheel. So Sparcos, if you notice, it's like super round.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know. I almost think I'm gonna have to drive and figure it out just because like feeling it. I mean.
So for me, Momo and Nardi's have the best feel. Yeah, there's a Momo. See how this is a little bit more oval?
Yeah.
Just feels a bit better on the hand. So the suede and all that kind of stuff, those are different options.
Yeah.
This is a little bit too small for drifting. I'd get you one size bigger than this.
And why? Just because like
it helps with smoothing out the steering. So around a 350 is usually a good size, like a 350 or 360. This looks like a 340, and that's 340 millimeters in diameter.
I like this one so far the most.
But do you like it because it's suede, or do you like it because of the shape?
Exactly. Yeah. No. That's a good point, to be honest.
The suede's.
I like the thickness of this a little more.
Yep.
But again, I feel like until I actually drive, until I was sitting there, I feel like I couldn't give you a real answer.
I think this is called a Momo Corsa.
Yeah.
It was always my favorite wheel. I used to use it on all my cars until I started using Nardi's.
Yeah.
And I really like Nardi's.
Yeah.
I do still like the Momos a lot.
My least favorite of the three was the Sparco.
Yeah. It feels it's just round.
Yeah, it didn't like. The first one you showed me, I was like, I can see why you like this. Like as far as the grip, it fits in your hand. That one it felt a little off. I don't know why. I couldn't tell you exactly why, but
for me, it doesn't have any ergonomics to the barrel itself or to the ring itself.
Obviously, with steering wheels, there's a million options, but some of the things Faruk mentioned to me is that they were low dish, around 360 millimeters, and had no flat bottom.
Or did they not have?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you could install this yourself too.
I was honestly a little bummed at this point because a lot of the parts that were on the way were kind of up in the air whether or not they would actually get there, and one of the main parts was the hydro. So at this point, you'll notice my mood was a little down.
All right, so we still got the dual rear caliper kit that we haven't installed. It has like a bracket, some pads, the two actual calipers that go in the rear. There's like a bunch of different gaskets they're still waiting on, spark plugs. And then super excited to get this on. CAE shifter. That's gonna be a cool thing. Got the bright green on top, kind of playing off some shades of green here. And I think other than that, we're still waiting on coilovers to come in. And yeah.
The UPS guy was kind of having a day. He seemed a little bit overwhelmed, and like one of the
Seat rails is coming
seat
up.
rails was partially ejected out of the box when it came in, but
Ejecto seats, we're good.
Ejecto seat, cuz. But no, they're all in here, which is good. Which is and then he said that one box is missing, but he doesn't know which one, and he doesn't know when we're gonna get it. So
He literally said, he's like, well, it could be weeks. It just depends on.
yeah. So if it's at the distribution center, we'll go get it. Well, I mean they have to give it to us, but we'll let's just inventory everything and see what we got. More mayhem.
Josh is removing the front cover. The whole point of doing this is for preventative maintenance to put an oil pump tensioner bead.
Alright, so this isn't the proper tool. We'll start with that for removing this, but this is what we got right now at the time. We got to get this done. So this is a 2-jaw puller. You have these jaws, which you're going to grab this harmonic dampener flange, the bolts out of the middle, and we have a nut right here that's going to push against the crank snout. This shaft here is too small to push onto the little taper area in here without possibly damaging the thread, so that's why we added this nut to help with pushing. And we're going to crank down on this guy, and that should get some pulling action here and pull that off so we can get this front cover off.
While Josh was doing the front cover, the valve cover needed to be removed as well to change out the valve cover gasket.
Still taking off this front cover here. I'm just trying to think of a plan, take it off without having to take a whole bunch of other stuff apart. Yeah, this little bolt was already loose. Or actually not. There's a vacuum leak. We'll have to replace that line.
Tires arrived today. We ordered those yesterday, one night shipping, got them here. So 245/40/17 is the size, Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's. We're going all over the place because originally we ordered those because we were gonna do a track car because the hydro wasn't gonna get here in time. Now that the hydro is here, it's kind of like we have a set of tires that we were planning on using for the track, but now it's gonna have the hydro set up, and it's kind of like we could have got a set of tires that we'd use more for drifting. So it kind of sucks. Are these wheels? Oh, are these wheels? Oh, we got the wheels.
Huh? Look at that.
You got some wheels.
And
Sweet.
Did you order Pilot Sports?
Yeah, they're over there.
They're over there.
Yeah. That came quick.
You know?
I'm kind of impressed how fast you guys get stuff.
It's pretty incredible. The distributors report with our.
Imagine like the other box that you're missing was just a set of wheels. It's not because they're right there, but that would suck to
You
get
got
two wheels.
All right.
Be going home with some janky setup. Cool. All right, let's go open this thing up. Check these out. Got some type of keys or something. Oh, what do you know? Just happen to have one of these. We got some wheels in. All right. Pretty sweet. Let's see this real quick. These would be, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I was originally pretty bummed that we couldn't get like a silver, but satin black looks really good. Definitely looks better than a gloss black. Oh, shit. We got a problem. I sent us the wrong wheel. We're gonna have to, we might be running, all right, I gotta call Fruit real quick.
Oh yeah?
They sent silver ones, silver and black. Hey, we got an issue with the wheels.
Okay, What's the matter?
Looks like they sent us one. So like, we got. I haven't opened the 4th box yet, but we got 2 satin black and 1 silver.
Open the 4th box. See what's up.
Oh yeah, they just screwed up one of them.
That's a new style, bro. I'll call him right now. All right.
If I got a catback exhaust.
That would be the perfect time to get it, actually.
Yeah. All right, well, cool. I'll go ahead and do that. Like it.
Is it local?
No, but I'll just get 1-day shipping.
I think this one's yours.
Thank you, sir. All right, so guys, we're day 4 out of 5 right now. Oh, and I'm spilling. Day 4 out of 5. We've been shooting every day. They've been working. You know, we're trying our best to kind of document everything for you guys. Obviously, there's parts that are like tedious or long or just like the same shit over and over, and we're kind of doing different stuff. But it's going pretty good. Got a lot of cool parts in. I'm so excited to drive it. Like I just want to, you know, like when I drove it, it was crap. Like it was not good. I mean, you drove it too.
Yeah, I'm excited to drive it with some power steering, so I can make a turn.
Yeah. We're getting pretty close to deadlines, but I think we're gonna make it happen. We did add on an exhaust, which is really cool.
Kind of like the last little thing on there, yeah? A little icing on the cake there.
Yeah, other than like aesthetic stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be nice, because other things like, even if we bought a car, so I bought the car for $5,800, right? So even if I found the car for 12 grand, I'd probably still end up doing a lot of those things because the car is an older car, and who knows what things were beat on, like what things were maintained, what like were proper oil changes, like all that. I don't know. What's your thoughts?
I'd really like to say that I'm learning a bunch, but that would like require me like retaining everything that he's telling me, and
Yeah, so keep you guys updated. All right, later.